Chef of the Year. It's not a title you win every day in Neil Forbes, is it? Perhaps it is.
No, not recently, certainly. Anyway, it's very prestigious, hugely flattered, very humbled. Don't really know what to say except, wow, what an achievement. For what I've been through recently, this is just great. The icing on the cake, really. There's been a lot of turmoil in the restaurant business recently, but this is certainly something which I'm very, very proud of. I'd like to thank lots of people, wife obviously, and children for putting up with me not being at home when I should be at bath time, but certainly the team in all the restaurants where I've worked in. But I think it's
Where can we find you just now, just for those who want to visit the Chef of the Year?
Café St Honoré in Northwest Thistle Street Lane in Edinburgh, and we're doing some great produce there. The same seam runs through what I've done in the past, so it's very much local produce, it's very much local artisans, it's cheese makers, not cheesemongers. We go direct to the source, so we keep costs down. It's education, it's training the staff, it's training the young apprentices in the kitchen, it's getting them involved, it's going out and visiting farms, it's seeing where the produce is from. The only thing we try and import are peppercorns and lemons, so out with that, we try and do everything as local as possible. So
now, local, that is the byword, eat local. But
it's very trendy, but we've been doing this for years.
Well, this is what I wanted to know. Is there a danger that it could just become a hollow marketing term?
Well, possibly. There is always that it's just another trend, but it's not another trend. It's here to stay. We've been eating locally in Scotland for thousands of years, so why is it trendy all of a sudden? It's not. It's just being brought to the forefront of what we do. And what we do is great produce in Scotland, and it really is a cliche, but it is so true. We have the best produce. We've got the best seafood, the best shellfish, the best venison, the best beef, the best vegetables, certainly in East Lothian anyway.
And it's all natural?
And it's all natural, and it's all good. And hey, if it's organic, then it's even better, but that's another day, another story. But yeah, it's the produce of produce of produce. Alan Ducasse once said, people call me a genius. And he turned around and said, I'm not the genius, the produce is the genius. So he's quite right.
Wise words. How important is it that restaurant kitchens are a place where chefs learn their craft as well as producing meals?
It's hugely important. It's a massive part of my job. I myself see myself as a teacher. My father was a teacher and he taught chefs, that's what he was. Passing those skills down, if I don't do it, then I worry that no one else is going to do it. So it's a huge part of what I do is teach these butchery skills, buying whole animals, buying roe deers whole, buying whole lambs, buying whole mutton, buying whole pigs. It's what
the only way you can learn. It's true. If you buy it all pre-packed and all pre-done,
and it's I'm not going to mention the major supermarket chains out there, but
but they know who they are.
You know who you are. They're out there. It's a generation which has been brought up on vac-packed produce, and that scares me. We buy dirty carrots. They're filthy. They're disgusting looking. But I want my chefs to learn to scrub the carrots, to go to the field and pick them out of the field, to bring them into the kitchen, to scrub that carrot, to smell it, to sniff it, to feel the earth through their fingers, and to make a great pot of soup out of that carrot. I mean, it's so basic and so simple, but that's been forgotten about. My job, my role, my responsibility is surely to pass that on to the next generation. Because if I don't, who will? So me standing up there accepting this award is not for me, it's for the produce. It's
for everyone as well.
It's for everyone, yes.
Now I've got a rumbly tummy, as I'm sure you do, and we'll have to go in a second. But should you have one magic wish, right, what would you do to improve Scotland's restaurants?
If everybody did 5% a little bit more in their kitchens, then I'd be very happy. So if they just used one more supplier who was more local to them, or made the cheese and bought direct, or instead of buying something vac pack, hey, buy a whole joint and bone it out themselves, and teach that, pass that skill on.
A little bit of effort.
Go to the farmers' markets. These guys need supporting. If we don't use them, you lose them. It's an old cliche, it's an old saying, but it's very, very true. Use it or lose it, and it's very true.